Hey y'all, Kelly Whitney here, and excuse my shiny face. I just did a face mask for the first time in several weeks, so bear with the shine because she's enjoying the skin right now. Y'all, I'm dedicating this video to my mother. She's the reason why I have not done the face mask in weeks. Because that old woman has been putting me through it. And the drama that she creates on a daily basis is the inspiration for today's video. So without further ado, here's 4 things that people should tell you about caring for your elders and don't. Number 1, they are annoying as hell. If you're caring for your elderly parents, you are probably doing everything in your power to make their lives easier. You've taken over their financials, you're paying the bills because half of them can't deal with digital payment systems. You are cleaning their house, you're making their food, you're driving them around, and they are doing everything they can to create nonsensical obstacles, to cause unnecessary delays, and just generally fighting you tooth and nail to cause mayhem wherever they possibly can. This is because they're trying to retain their independence. I get it. I understand. But that still does not change the fact that they are annoying, okay? They act like you're trying to hurt them. In reality, it's exactly the opposite. You're trying to do everything in your power to make their lives easier so that in this winter of their life, they can hopefully chill, enjoy some peace, relieve some burdens, push them on to someone else who's happy to take on those extra burdens. But no, static. They are static. I'm talking worse than feet on carpet touching a light switch. That kind of static. Number 2, they will stress you out. Woo! Listen, my mom calls me between 4 and 16 times every single day. And the lower numbers are if she's not beefing with some other family member who she will then call multiple times a day. I know it's going to be some BS every time I see the phone ring and it says mama, but I answer it anyway because it just might be that one time she needs something for real and I can give it to her, you know? They'll stress you out. Oh yeah, they will. My mother has dementia and, you know, she's not really driving, thankfully, because she just had an accident and she really does not need to drive. But I'll take her grocery shopping, for instance, and she'll ask me the same question 30 times. Her memory's just gone. She's picking up the kombucha. You know, I love my kombucha. She's picking it up and shaking it. I'm like, really? And you keep telling her over and over again, you can't shake the kombucha. It's going to explode. It's not going to be good. Doesn't care. Doesn't remember. Okay? You have to get used to hearing the same questions over and over again. Your patience will wear thinner than a 30-year-old concert t-shirt. And there's nothing you can do about it. You just gotta bear with it. Number 3, your family may aggravate you even more than that elder. Watch out for those family members who are trying to help, but who are really trying to ingratiate themselves so that when the reading of the will comes, they can be remembered. And the other relatives are just trying to use any situation to bring attention to themselves. You know what I mean. Those well-meaning relatives who volunteer to take your elder to her doctor's appointment and somehow can't recount anything that the doctor said when the appointment is over. And furthermore, they didn't ask any of the questions that you sent along with them. So what was the point of the doctor's appointment if you now have just as little information on the back end as you did before your elder went to the doctor? Now, why don't they have any information? Well, I'll tell you. I think it's probably because instead of querying your elder's condition, they took the opportunity to put forth all of their concerns about themselves and all the issues that they're facing and the stress that they're experiencing dealing with your elder. And number 4, and this one is close to my heart. The 4th thing that people should tell you about caring for your elderly parents or elders in general, but don't, you will feel like poo. Yep, you will. You will feel like absolute poo sometimes. You will cry, you will rage, you will curse, you will fuss, you will scream. You will go through a roller coaster of emotions because you are under an excessive amount of stress. And you may or may not have the right coping mechanisms in place or stress relievers to ease some of the burden and, you know, just stress that you're experiencing. You're juggling responsibilities for this elder as well as your own, trying to keep your life going. It's not easy. And that's why you feel like poo, because you're trying to do what's best for this person. They're fighting you tooth and nail. You have external aggravation coming from people who pretend to be helpful and all this extra unnecessary nonsense. sense. You're probably on a roller coaster of highs and lows and ups and downs. I think all of that, honestly, is completely normal. But I want to say, from me to you, as somebody who's experiencing it herself right now, please don't despair, because you are literally not alone. And it is so important that right now you do not neglect yourself. The gym, your sleep, your diet, all your healthy habits, all of your, meditation or whatever practices, gardening, whatever your hobbies that you enjoy. It's so important that you don't abandon these things in the rush and bustle of caring for this person, because it serves no one if your life goes down the tubes alongside this elder's deterioration. Aging is a natural process. But abandoning yourself or losing yourself as you care for your elder, that doesn't have to happen. I already know it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be tough to juggle your responsibilities alongside this other person's. Anyone who's been following my channel, thank you to everybody who's a subscriber. If you're not, please consider doing that. But you guys have probably noticed that you've seen a bunch of shorts from me as opposed to the usual long form videos that I usually put together. And that's because I don't have time lately. And when I do have time, my butt is in the bed laying down trying to recover from all the drama this old woman is putting me through. Oh, listen, but don't let your life go, because it's hard to think about, but at the end of it all, when you no longer have to do these things for your elder and you get all your time back, you don't want to have to rebuild yourself in addition to grieving. And that's it. That's 4 things that people should tell you about caring for an elderly parent and don't. That ends my TED Talk for today. I'll see y'all tomorrow.